What is the Green Gully track? It's a 4-day, 65-kilometre, tough and exhausting walk. You stay at some restored stockman huts. These huts offer you shelter, some fireplaces to use through the cooler months, and some bedding and some cooking equipment. The walk traverses a lot of off-track terrain and requires some navigation. It's not for the beginner hiker. However, in a guided group, you have the safety of guides to direct you around the track. This hike goes down the beautiful Green Gully gorge, and in that gorge system you can have a beautiful swim. We traverse the creek some 30 odd times, maybe even more. So enjoy this video that I've put together for you in 2 sections of the Green Gully track. So here we are on the Green Gully track. We did day 1. We started at Cedar Creek Cottage, and we had a couple of little ups and downs. They weren't too bad. A little bit of a testing down to come into Bird's Nest Hut. This morning was pretty foggy and misty, and a little bit of light rain, and we couldn't get a view out Kundarang Brook Valley at the lookout there. Some people were a little bit upset that they didn't have an umbrella, and some people did have an umbrella, but it's unfortunate for them. So how did you find the day?
Effing hard.
Challenging.
It was good hard work.
But you got rewarded with Tim Tam, so it can't be too bad.
Yeah. He only allowed us to have 1 Bron. Hi there.
So tomorrow we've got a pretty solid ascent there, and then probably the mother of all descents down to Green Gully. So this is our little campsite here tonight. The mice are inside having a party, flicking the lights on and off. At dinner, and we've got the Thunderbox up there on the hill. So far Ali's been the only one who's made it spark, but everyone else will get there at some stage. So that's all we got from you today. We'll talk tomorrow when we get to Green Gully Hut. Okay, here we are on the end of day 2 on the Green Gully track. We went from Bird's Nest Hut yesterday all the way down here to Green Gully. Tomorrow we're going to Colwell's Hut. A little bit shorter day, but going to be fairly technical, wading our way through the rivers, as you can see in this photo here. So just want to get a few thoughts off you guys. What did you think the hike was going to be like before you come?
Well, before I came, I thought it was going to be just a difficult walk, probably a little bit out of my league, but with the guidance of you, Shane, I was pretty confident that it'd be all okay. And I expected to see some beautiful parts of Australia that not many people get an opportunity to visit. Thanks.
I thought it would be difficult and challenging, but something that we would be able to get through. I thought that it would be scenic and enjoyable, and a good good bucket list item to have ticked off.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice walk, challenging hike around with enjoy it with other people. Didn't have a great deal of expectation with the small amount of experience that I have at these things.
So what what are your thoughts of the hike now that we're halfway through?
Okay, well, it's not a walk in the park. Which
It's a walk in the national park.
right, and it pushed me to my limits. The first day on just the fact that you've just got to walk and walk and walk, and today was the uphill. Okay, we got over that. Some massive, beautiful scenery, some great vistas, but the downhill walk was killing. I thought I was going to die a couple of times. But again, we've made it to this beautiful little spot at Green Gully Hut. You couldn't ask for a better spot to spend your afternoon. And it has a hot shower, which
Hot
was
shower.
unbelievable. Thank you.
Highlight of my day. It has been extremely challenging. The hard downhill has hurt my feet tremendously, but they're recovering slowly. I didn't expect the amount of wildflowers and vegetation that is around. I thought it was difficult when we were walking through knee-high grasses this morning. By the time it was above our head this afternoon, I was looking forward to being back in the knee-high grasses. But it has been amazing, beautiful scenery today, and definitely worth the effort. And we're halfway, so I'm looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, and I found it's been challenging. It's a challenging walk, but if you put the effort in, you get a lot of the uphill and you get to beautiful scenery, beautiful lookouts. It is eye-opening for me, just some of the downhill. It's challenging to walk downhill. The most difficult bits for me are the downhill bits. So, and then the afternoon sun today made me realise just how important the hydration is for the trip too. So keep that in mind if you're going to give it a crack.
So my take on it, coming back into or doing this walk for day 2, the downhills is very challenging. To be expected, but there was one section there today that was probably some of the steeper stuff you'll traverse in Australia going downhill. Not overly long, but it was steep and quite difficult and loose underfoot. But the places we get to stay are amazing. We do have to share it with a few mice from time to time. However, we are able to lock our food up and keep that away from them. It's pretty important to these guys that they get well fed. They also get a personal chef every night, so they're pretty lucky there, but just don't tell my wife. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to be heading down to a creek in our background there and traversing our way along that, and that will be a nice ice bath for everyone's legs and feet. And I'm sure that they'll feel much better tomorrow when we get into camp and have no hot shower, but I'll have a shower along the way. So that's day 2 for us.